Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in with Hills and Hot Topics. Your host, Miss Blue, and
Cali girl.
hey,
Hey.
it is going down tonight. We're going to have a lovely show. If this is your first time watching our show, I'll briefly explain how it goes. I have three topics. Cali girl has three topics that she talks about, and we just basically give our insight and she provide hers, and we go back and forth. And since we're going to be doing it live again tonight, you guys can always chime in the YouTube chat, and I'll pull up the questions if you have any for us. So, first off, how are you doing, Callie?
Oh, living that good old dream. This week has been kind of hard dealing with my car. It's, dead, but we're working on fixing it. Also getting out, promoting us, as you can see, got my nails done at Queenie's Nails. See that?
Nice.
Rawr.
Big
But
purr.
yes, and they've been showing us support, and we had a winner who follows us, and everybody from Friday Night Crew, and that winner's Pam. Congratulations, to you, girl. Congrats. Thank you for showing love and support for everybody, because that's what we want, is love and support. And then also told you that we had besides that, I've been seeing a lot of things in my house. I don't know if you were tuning in the other night, but
yes, I was.
Hold on, let me drink some of my tea first.
Oh, geez, I need to sip too.
So no, it's like basically, how, okay, I hate to say this, but some of you men, not all, are in denial about things your woman tells you, right?
Absolutely.
So with what I kind of went through is like, how we've been catching orbs and stuff on all the shows. So the other day I was recording, Nick opening his Valentine's Day present, because we're doing it early because we both work on Valentine's Day. Girl, I don't know how many orbs I saw around him, but I saw over 20 orbs.
Oh, no.
A 5-minute time frame. So now I'm just looking more in depth, and he finally got to see it for himself. Now he goes, okay, now I see what you're telling me. I'm starting to give in a little bit. So right now I'm just looking and asking people for kind of assistance or helps if they know any mediums in my area.
Right.
So we can get my house checked out, because and I know it's been going on for almost a whole year now.
Yeah.
And we've been living here for almost 6 years. So it's just kind of weird that after a year it just starts kind of popping out already. So
yeah, I agree.
But that's been my week. But other than that, how was your week, girlfriend?
Well, my week, I really just relaxed. I didn't do a lot. I promoted, and I've been playing with my graphics. I'm getting a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just taking this downtime to learn new things, and I'm not complaining about it.
I wouldn't either.
Yes. So let's get into it. One of my topics is a very personal one. Kiara Sher, who is one of the most biggest gospel artists with an amazing voice, by the way, beautiful spirit. She did a talk show recently. Well, she was on a podcast talk show recently, and the host was asking her questions about things that her mom taught her, and she mentioned, which it was a off the wall question, but that's what we do as hosts. You ask those questions that get your guests to thinking. So her question to Kiara was, what did her mom teach her, like growing up, like some things that her mom taught her, and then she mentioned about her man. What did your mom teach you about having friends around your man? And this is a very short clip as to what the conversation went like. Sister, that's fine. But
absolutely, Tashara, my mama has already don't have too many people around you. Don't get comfortable. I don't care how good you trust or whatever it is. I'm very mindful and very careful. I will buy a friend a hotel room before I let them stay at my house. However, I am a prayerful woman to discern the space that I am in.
I'll stop it right there. First off, social media went insane. They went crazy. They were very upset about it because a lot of people felt like offended that she would say that you would buy your friend a hotel room before you let your friend stay with your husband. A lot of people call her insecure. Oh, her man must be cheating. So I'm asking you, as a woman with a fiance, in a committed relationship, and then I'll tell you how I feel, my stance on that. How do you feel about what she said? Was she wrong? Would you allow your friends to stay with you and your husband?
I would, considering the your relationship that me and my fiance have. In order to be in a relationship, you can't be insecure. You cannot feel any certain way, because once you enter that sacred bond, like you, for better for worse, you're trusting your partner, and that's what it takes. But now here's something that has clicked in my mind, that it's funny you say that, because one of my friends boyfriends, right? They had
Mm-hmm.
somebody that they were discussing to stay the night, but then she found out that they went on a couple dates with each other, or had some kind of, kissy kissy, moment. To me, okay, now if that person had any kind of relationship, or wanted to have a relationship, or even kissed on my fiance, I'll rent you the hotel room, okay? Because
Okay.
if you have those kind of feelings for somebody, and if you just never know, it might spark something new. You just don't know anything, you know. But for that to happen, honestly, I would feel uncomfortable to have somebody that I knew that I was friends with, and also with my fiance. And then I found out that before we got together, that he was going on dates with that person,
Yeah.
making out, talking really derogatory things, I
Mm.
wouldn't be okay with it. I wouldn't. But if it's somebody that me and my fiance knew, and they had no ties like that to him, then I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Um, my stance on it is I don't think anything was wrong with what Kiera said.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I don't like about, well, there are a lot of things I don't like about social media, but one of the many things that I don't like about social media is that people will listen to 2 seconds, and I might just be being too nice. They will listen to 2 seconds of something that you say and run with it.
That's the truth.
Because if you heard what she said toward the end where I cut it off at, and I did that on purpose, is because although she said she would not have her friends stand in the house with her, she didn't say it would never happen. What she said was she doesn't mind getting them a hotel room, but she does have a strong discernment.
Mm-hmm.
So she has a strong discernment about a particular woman, then that woman will be in a hotel room and not in a house. It doesn't mean she doesn't that she feels like this about every woman, because let's be real, Cali, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We grown ass women.
Yeah.
We have different type of friends now.
Yes.
Some people might like this, not like this, but this is the truth. You have your book smart friend. You have your friend that you can always go to advice for.
Mm-hmm.
You have your friend that you go shopping with.
Mm-hmm.
And if you single, and let's just say had a bad marriage, or you single again, you got your whole friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You might not say that, but when you get ready to go meet men and get the drinks and all that, you got that one baddie that you always with. Okay.
Yeah.
That is probably the friend that Kiera is talking about with the discernment, like that one right there, because I know how she carries herself.
Yes.
I know how she dresses or how she talks.
Yeah.
And she's one of them flashy women that loves attention. And
Yeah.
she can't stay at the house. And I totally agree, because me personally, I think I feel sacred anyway when it comes to like my space. I can count on like one hand and a couple of fingers how many people have been in my house. It's like even my husband will ask me, is it okay if so and so bring their girlfriend or their wife?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, because I have to meet the people,
Yeah.
But then once I meet them outside of my house, then I'm like, okay, she can come to my house. But I don't think that necessarily people have to stay the night with you either. It really just depends, but it doesn't mean you're insecure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, I totally agree with what you said, because you have those certain people and friends that we can have around our men, and ones that we cannot have around our men, because we don't know when a couple drinks in them flow, you don't know.
And that's the problem. See, I don't know about you, but I'm not worried about mine. But I'm worried about you trying with mine. That's what's gonna get your ass whooped. I'm not saying I don't think my man is gonna cheat.
Oh, most of
if he knows what's best for him. But I don't want to get involved with you attempting to. I have a problem with the attempting of trying to sleep with somebody's spouse or trying to push up on someone's man in general.
Yeah,
that's what I have a problem with. The disrespect.
Yeah.
If that was the thing, thankfully, I've never had. Since I've been married, I haven't had an issue with that. But again, it's like I don't really have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't like if you were out here, girl, come to my house. We're gonna have a good time. Oh. Fancy. I've invited Fancy out, and she was kind of by herself, but and I had no issues. I don't, it's like I'm with Kiera. You have a discernment. And if you have one, then don't allow these people in your house because, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. And you got them also envious women too. Gotta remember those ones.
And she's with her being a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you heard it all. You have heard it all the time where a friend that was no name had a best friend that was a celebrity and done slept with this woman's man. And now she wanted to tell her story to the tabloids for her 15 seconds of fame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's worse when you're a celebrity. So I totally understand where Kiera is coming from. So if you have nothing to say about that, we can go to your next topic.
Okay, so my next topic is okay, so I sent this clip to you. It's about bullying. And it took place,
and I got it too.
Yes, so it's about this junior high. It happened in high school. It happened in Liberty High School in Florida with this teenager who has autism, and you had a bunch of kids bullying him to where it was caught on video. These individuals recorded hitting him in the face, and he's telling them that he knows to leave him alone, and they kept pursuing him. Come to find out with the details, correct me if I'm wrong, people out there, okay, is that the school didn't do anything for a couple months. And there was an outrage of them not making them pay the price for what they done, and honestly, any child, doesn't matter what race, it doesn't matter what ethnicity, it doesn't matter. The thing is that what you've done is wrong, and nobody should harm people with disabilities, especially, that's very traumatic for them. Me being a parent with a child with autism, it's like we have to expose things like this to make this world a better place, because if you just keep on doing negative things like this to people, I mean, what do you think is going to happen to you? And I don't want negativity to happen on anybody, but it's just, to me, this really got me emotional because it happens and not many people are aware of it.
Well, let's see if we have like a small clip. It's a trigger, so, I'll be in and out.
Teens are seen approaching the victim and even punching him in the face. Sheriff Lopez says the student told the suspects he didn't want to fight, and the victim went straight to class afterwards without reporting the incident.
We took action and immediately gathered a team of members.
Teens are seen approaching.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't take action until 3 months after, until people started posting on Instagram. So that's kind of funny there. But to me, it's just like, I think that everybody should be accountable for what they do to other people. As I said, it doesn't matter about the race, because it doesn't depend on the race. It depends on the people that do it. And I want to make that clear to everybody. I'm not trying to single out anybody. It's just I'm exposing the fact of how we need to grow together as a country and, care for one another and help one another, rather than just abusing somebody that can't defend themselves,
Right.
If these teenagers would have never posted it and then also gloating after the fact of what they did to him, then it would have been ongoing. So, the things that these teenagers don't know, which y'all don't know, is whatever you post on the internet, even if you take it down, it is permanently there. Just to let everybody know that. So that's why they said be careful what you post, because it's not erased. It's not fully erased. It will always be encrypted in there. You know, so it's just unfortunate that this student had to go through that, but it just hurts me. It actually angers me, you know, because as I said, I had a child with autism and he was picked on, and my son stood up for him, and that kid tried to swing at my son and he punched him in the face and knocked him down. Thank goodness for him. But they suspended my son and not the other student. So it's like, what is right and what is wrong? I mean, I don't know what your take is on this, but to me, it's just like, I think that when it comes to stuff like that, kids should have harsher punishment for bullying, because it actually affects other people mentally and emotionally.
I agree, and it, you know, I don't like kids being mistreated anyway. And I also have a daughter. I have a daughter that has an injury. So it you know, this always crosses my mind. Like, what if someone wants to bully her and yanks her arm and she already has an injured arm? Then what's, you know, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't possibly see myself being in my right state of mind if that was to happen. So I don't expect any parent to be rational when someone is hurting their child. I definitely agree with the having stricter policies and punishments for people that hit on autistic children or children with special needs, children with injuries. And actually, out here where I'm at, I'm in Texas, okay? And Texas is a real strict, you know, redneck state anyway. If you were to push a child that had special needs and they were to get injured, you would get expelled. You will get jail time. You will be kicked out of school permanently, and you will be sued.
Oh, there you go.
It's, you know, so I tell my kids all the time, I think kids are going to do what they want to do because we did. Our parents told us, if you had good parents, they told you, you better not do that. You don't talk about people. And we went to school and we still did whatever our parents told us not to do. It does start at home, and you talking to your child about, you know, what's right and what's wrong, and not, you know, keeping your hands to yourself. Because I definitely think that was just not cool. It wasn't fun to see. It wasn't good to see. It, you know, it makes it puts a weight down on your spirit, because again, this child can't even protect himself, let alone understand, why are you hitting me? Why are you putting your hands on me?
Yeah.
What did I do? He's trying to understand, what did I do?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get that. And I saw that it really made me angry, because it's not right. I went to school and I was cool with kids in wheelchairs. I was cool with kids in permanent braces, who couldn't walk straight. I mean, I never discriminated on anyone. That's just how I was. But then maybe because I was a pastor's child, and that's just like installed in me, like to treat people the way you would want to be treated. And so, yeah, I'm all for the judge community service, to where you get it in your head.
Yeah.
I better not do that again. I'm talking about long hours and a really big fine that your parents have to pay.
Yeah.
Even if it's my kid that's doing it, and it better not ever be, but I'm saying, if I have to pay for the fine, he's gonna pay for it too. But I feel like, okay, so maybe I need to have more talks. Maybe I need to show videos, or maybe I need to really sit down. Maybe he didn't get it. Maybe what I'm saying isn't getting across to him to where he could take it serious. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We need strict punishments worldwide, though, not just in
I
Texas.
think honestly, like, I don't know if California has the same thing that you guys have, but I would hope that they would, because I would love for something like that. But I would love for schools. They teach our kids sex ed in 5th grade, I believe, before they go into middle school. If they can teach that, they should teach them other things like kids with disabilities and how to respect one another and treat each other. Yes, sex education is important, but so is respecting each other and the people that can't defend themselves. You know, I mean, when I was in elementary school, that's when I seen bullying started. And I remember one day I seen kids teasing a bunch of kids with disabilities, and one of them, they were poking him with a stick in the ear, and actually there was blood that came out of the ear, and it hurt me so bad. I didn't know what to do or to say. And the only thing I can do, because I didn't understand what was going on, because I thought that they thought it was okay, and they thought I was okay because I was just watching them, just like, what's going on? Until when they started crying, that's when I went over there and asked them if they were okay. Right. Because nobody else did. And everybody started pointing the finger at me like, what are you doing? And I'll say, you know what? They're hurt. Help them out. Don't have to do that to them. And ever since then, it's always been in my heart to help kids with that kind of disability. And I think that any kind of disability, and I think that if they're willing to teach sex ed, they should teach them how to handle situations with kids with disability. So that way, when they go in the outside world, they're not looking at them or making them feel uncomfortable or saying things to them. But right. I mean, that's so much we can do, but, you know, we can only be that voice for them, you and I, you know? Well, since they like to implement new things in school, I also think I will say this, to be fair. I've always said this when I talk to my kids, principals, and teachers. I have my kid all weekend, during the week as well, but during the week there's a big chunk of time where he leaves me, or they leave me, and they go to school. So I can teach my kids all, you know, I can talk to them about bullying, skipping school, not disrespecting teachers all day long, but it needs to be enforced in schools. They literally need to have an educational course implemented at this point that talks about bullying and suicide. Mm-hmm. Because parents, I'm not saying like you got to raise your kid, but it's almost like that whole thing where it takes a village to raise a kid. Because if I tell, like I used to tell the principal when one of my sons was being bullied, if I tell my kid not to fight a child that's putting their hands on him, okay, I mean, you know, I'm going to teach my child to defend himself from someone putting their hands on him, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But if he go to school and he defends himself because this guy is bullying him, and my child gets in trouble too, then you are now teaching my child that he was wrong for defending himself. Mm-hmm. I never say fight, and the principals do not like that. I don't say, if you call me and tell me that my child got into an altercation with someone and the person hit him first, then I let them know straight up that it sounds like my son was defending himself. Mm-hmm. So why is my child being suspended? What's really going on? So I really feel like the teachers are kind of slacking in bullying and suicide talks. I'm telling you, I've seen it myself where it's just like they don't do anything to these bullies. They let these kids terrorize students, and they feel like the other students should just look the other way. You need to get a hold of your school and your policies and stop these damn kids from bullying these kids. And maybe the suicide rate at these schools will go down. I totally agree. And 100%. That really pisses me off, because I just feel like the schools are just not enforcing that. It's like a slap on the wrist. Yeah. And I'm like, they should get some type of community service and a fine. Yeah. I mean, we got fines for fighting. You know how many times someone hit me first just because I was skinny and they thought I couldn't fight, and I fought back and I got the fine too? I think that's ridiculous. I think they need to reevaluate some things, because what do they want you to do, is lay there and start taking it until you get your skull fractured or something? That's like, what I was told. That's what we're told out here. In Texas, they want kids they literally have a diagram. They want kids to ball up in a fetal position
with their hands blocking their face away from the fight. Yeah. And I told the principals, I told them straight up, I said, I do not raise my kids to bully and terrorize, but I raise my kids to defend themselves, because there's going to be, and I hope this is never the case, but I just feel like with how crazy this world is, there might be a time one day where you are going to have to fight like hell for your life.
Oh yeah.
You're going to have to fight like hell. And I want to know that I have taught my kids how to fight and defend themselves, not to fight and be bullies, because there's a difference. And I think principals have a misunderstanding with that. It's a blurred line. It's like, I'm fighting because I'm defending myself from a punch. I'm not fighting you to hurt you, but it's like, I don't want you to hurt me, so I'm going to fight. I have to.
Yeah, you have
self-defense, you know. I don't know, girl. When I see stuff like that, it just really made me mad, because I was, Cali, I don't know about you. Tell me if you were like this. I was that kid, like, I bet you she wouldn't do it to me.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't even try. You know, I actually have a shirt that says "Try me." Try me. I may look all pretty and glam, but let me tell you, I can be hood down in less than 0 seconds, okay?
Girl,
I can get ghetto and a mother. But let me tell you,
telling.
I wish I could show you then tell it, but you know,
yeah,
that's another thing.
Hopefully you won't have to, okay?
Oh, I would feel bad for the other person, not for myself, but
oh yeah, most definitely, girl. And I try to be on my grown woman stuff, but like when it comes to like your kids, I don't think there's ever like a I'm too old for that moment. If you ever find yourself messing with one of my kids, I don't care if I'm 75 years old, you're gonna have to get out there and see me in the streets. It's never gonna be, oh, she's too old to be fighting, or I'm too old. No.
Oh no.
I don't play about my kids. I don't think anyone should. You know what I'm saying? And especially when you're teaching your kids the right thing in life.
Exactly.
And bullying is just, I'm telling you, y'all gotta stop it, because y'all see, and by all means, by no means am I saying that this is right, because I am not. All I'm saying is, I've seen too many times watching true crime and all that, where the child that gets bullied all the time held it in, turned his cheek, turned his back, let you punch him, let you kick him, let you push him, and then he come to school with guns. Or he come to school with a knife and then stab all the people that was bullied. Or some people have I think it was like 5th grade, I can't remember what school or district, but the child had wrote a list, girl. He didn't get the opportunity to harm the individual, but he had it planned. He was getting ready to pay back all the bullies, and it was like 11 bullies from girls to boys. And someone had caught wind of a list, and that's when the school got him, and he told us the truth. He was like, I'm always getting bullied. I'm tired of it's either me or them, and it's not going to be me. And he was like, I planned this in my backpack, and I was going to hurt these 11 kids.
I think that these kids need to talk to therapists. Like, each kid needs to talk to therapists, see where their state of mind is at. Or these cameras that they have at school, they need to monitor them better. If they see something, do something. But, you know.
They don't. And that's the thing, though. They don't. You can see a camera. You see the camera. I've seen the footage, and both kids are suspended. I really feel like you're teaching a child that was the aggressor or the bully that, okay, you're wrong for bullying, but he's wrong for defending himself. And that's like one of my issues. Like, how can I be wrong for defending myself? I don't get that. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I just know good old Texas, you can get in trouble like for defending yourself out here. Even if you like you're defending yourself and you end up like beating the person up, you're going to get into the most trouble. They're not like forget the fact that this person even got you to this point and shows that, you know, they're pushing you or hitting you or something like that. And I just think it's just the craziest thing. And I think it's very good of you to raise awareness of the bullying issues because it just never stops.
It never, but it takes people to speak for others that can't speak for themselves to make a difference. And that's what I'm hoping we can try to do. And hopefully maybe something can come out of it. So that way, not only our children can be safe, but future children can be safe as well.
And I agree with you. So we will see, because I'm sure down the line, it'll be something pulled from YouTube. Because when I was looking for this video clip, there were like videos from like 4 years ago, 2 years ago, where the situations had got dangerous.
Yeah.
And it was shootings, and it was, and it's just so sad. I just do not like that. That child can't defend himself, and you're doing it for you don't have a reason. You want to look cool.
Yeah.
You look like a damn fool, but you want to look so cool to your peers that you're bullying them. So what I hope, especially with it going viral, I hope the parents press charges.
I would, to the full extent of the law, I would.
I definitely hope the parents press charges, because I know I would. I mean, I'm so nervous about Skylar going to school with her injury and stuff.
Yeah.
That I am really going to consider a homeschool program where they come to my house.
And as they can and they should. Most of the states have where they're supposed to do in-home therapy, and it's by law they have to cover it. But see, they don't really tell you everything. Like I told you before, they don't really tell you everything until you start filing for things. They're like, oh, now we got to do it because now she filed for it, or now they filed for it. That's how some states are, and it's unfortunate because it makes the kids suffer, and it sickens me.
Yeah, it really does. Well, girl,
that's another subject.
Tell me about it. So, since we're talking about the topic of bullying, this one goes hand in hand. I'm going to talk about Kim and Kanye. We can't call them Kimye anymore because they're no longer together.
I heard he's trying to get back with her right now. Is that true?
He's bouncing back and forth. I don't know what my good brother is doing. One minute he's okay with the divorce, the next minute he's asking his good sisters to pray for him and good brothers. So I don't know. I feel like I'm out of this. Whatever God think is good for Kim's state of mind, I'm okay with. And Kanye, I hope he finds peace. But I thought this was a really interesting one because we don't know these people personally. And you see their kids growing up, and you're just like, some of them you kind of like latch to, and you want to see how they grow up. And if you know North, she has Kanye's whole attitude.
Oh, that she does. She's
you gotta love it. You have to love it. She has Kanye's entire existence. It's crazy, but they are upset right now. Kanye was upset with Kim recently because of North having a TikTok. Let's see if we can find a small clip on that.
Okay.
With not putting everything out there. I mean, North is a Kardashian West at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Protect that privacy, protect that child.
But all the kids are having a little ticky-tacky.
Yeah, but they're
that
not Kardashian West.
That's true.
Yeah, there is a difference.
And by the way, he might have been fine with it in the beginning, but you have a parent, you're a parent, you have the right to change your mind at any point about your child. Now,
all right. You have the right to change your mind. So he knew about it at first, is what I guess I'm hearing, and later on thought it wasn't cool. But first, before I get on how I feel, I want to say how impressed I am that North, has 5 million TikTok followers, and Miss Blue only have 1.
Okay.
Because I just got back on TikTok. I don't really understand it. It's not my thing. But 5 million followers. I mean, she has a really great personality, and it shows people love her. So I think, kudos to Nora. She's so sweet and so cute. Yes. But let's talk about that. Do you think that she should not be on TikTok because of the predators and because of the evil things that people say, which it was reported that people were asking her to get Kim's credit card and show it? Like, what do you feel about that?
I think that when it comes to age, North's age is so impressionable. She's at the age where people are saying, "Oh, do this and do that," and she's gonna do it because she has all these fans now. And as I said, kids are very impressionable. I mean, personable. Like, if somebody asks them to do something, they're gonna do it thinking that they're friends. But here's the thing, though. You got your sexual predators. You got these people pretending to be girls and they're actually guys. I mean, it's a very dangerous internet world out there.
Right.
And whatever you post, I mean, you know, what if somebody says, "Oh, why don't you take a picture with your bra on?" She's gonna say, "Oh, well, it's innocent." She thinks it's okay. But I think if her parents were to monitor her, it would be okay. But if she's not monitored, then there's an issue. Because, go ahead.
And she is.
Okay. Now, with my kids, they didn't have any kind of those things until they got to high school. And I made sure that they be careful which sites they were on and who they talk to, because if you don't put yourself in that world, it can get dangerous. Because I see a bunch of teenagers posting them, like, just for instance, like freshmen or 8th graders smoking and drinking and getting high. You know, taking bars, taking pills, you know. And when kids see that, they say like, "Oh, it's on here, so it's okay."
Right.
So social media should just be as wrong as the other people on there that allow people like that on there.
No, I get that. What I did like about the North thing is that Kim, if you go to North's TikTok, you will see Kim in all of the TikTok videos with her. You don't see North in anyone where she's by herself. Kim is always in the background or right beside her. So you can tell that Kim is monitoring the TikTok. It's not like North is even logging in by herself, and you know, so Kim is watching. So to be fair, I think it comes with the territory. It's like from the beginning, just watching it, and like I said, we don't know these people personally, but you become a fan, and you just kind of get to know them just from what you see.
Yeah.
And Kanye has always been, he's flamboyantly outspoken, however, manages to have a reserved off-screen persona. Kim is just free-spirited, life of the party, and she doesn't mind allowing you to come into her life and be open about it. So I think Kanye should have known that probably all them kids gonna have a TikTok.
Yeah.
Because Kim, they already had Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so she's okay with the camera. So you should have known that eventually this was gonna happen. So this is stuff you talk about before y'all have kids, or you and yeah, you have the right to change your mind, but are you also being a drama king because you can't have her? Was it cool when y'all were together, and now that she doesn't want you back, you want to throw salt in the game?
Yeah.
Because I think lawyers are involved now, or someone, and trying to see if, you know, it's inappropriate and bad parenting. And it's just like she's monitoring her child's TikTok. I don't see the bad thing. North, it's not like she has a phone and she's texting random guys or something. Like Kim is watching everything. So she's supervising. I'm okay with that if you're going to
monitor it. Have
your child on social media. I know, just like you with me, my boys, they're not on Facebook. They're not on Twitter, but they are on Instagram and they are on YouTube. And I do see what they do. I do ask questions if something becomes like suspicious. And I do watch like women that follow them, because, you know, older women and like with your stuff and you're following a teenage boy. And I know social media, sometimes you're not knowing the age of the people, or they follow you and you're just following back. All I'm saying is that I watch everything. I'll ask to check their messages from time to time. And I thought that was just kind of like, okay, Kanye.
He's doing a little extra. He's being a little extra right now.
Yeah, I totally think that could be something that can be rectified. But I didn't see a big deal. And I went to the TikTok, like I said, and I was just like, oh, she got 5 million. I need North to be my PR.
Right?
But no,
Now you do.
kid, I've been looking for 3 little kid PR. So Northwest, DJ Cali's son, and Blue Ivy.
Oh, there you go. Well put, well said.
Yes, Miss Blue is looking for a professional PR. And I think y'all can do the job. Okay. Right. So that was fun. That was fun. But I hope Kim and Kanye can work through this, because I will say this, and I'm on Kim's side in terms of this statement she made recently. How important it is for parents to be good enough friends to be able to co-parent.
I agree.
Because you don't want to be arguing and fighting and creating chaos, and your children are watching it. Y'all got 4 kids together. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
To have with each other. So they're all watching this. So, I mean, eventually feelings and egos have to be put to the side so that they can get along and co-parent for the sake of the kids, because down the line, it could cause, it could be very traumatic.
Yeah.
If they don't.
As me being a co-parent too, the best thing is to co-parent and meet each other halfway. Don't just leave each other out of each other's loop. You know, it's not very good for the child, and it's not good for the co-parenting relationship, because once you start going off the board, and once it's just a horrible mess, and you just don't want, it's one less stress for you to worry about.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's get into your next topic.
Okay, before we do that, I did have a request. This is for her name. I sent you the link. This is for Sandra Lynn Keister. She recently lost her life to cancer. I knew her for over 16 years ago. She saw me pregnant with my son, working at a theme park, and she was a very nice woman. You know, she was always checking up on me, and unfortunately, we lost touch until recently. A couple weeks ago, my friend told me, "Hey, remember Sandra?" And I was like, "Yeah, I remember her." And then he told me that, you know, she was fighting cancer and she was back at home with her family, and she unfortunately lost that battle. But they are doing a GoFundMe. So if you guys could show love and support, so that way it will help for funeral costs and all that for the family. As I said, I sent Miss Blue the link, so I don't know if we can try to upload the link later. But condolences to you and your family.
Definitely sending condolences. So sorry to hear that.
So sorry. We are survivors of many things, and that's a very hard thing to go through. So I commend you and your family, and safe travels, my friend. Yes. Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is, I call it the Gucci Louis Vuitton man. Okay.
Oh.
So this actually took place in Seattle, a Belltown neighborhood. His name is Juantez Tulos, and the reason why they call him the Gucci Louis Vuitton man is because he has tattoos filled all up and down his face of Louis Vuitton and Gucci.
Oh, damn.
So imagine how much that hurt. But he actually is arrested for first-degree felony and assaults on a woman. So he's a homeless man. This woman was walking, you know, just a random victim. He came right behind her and hit her with the baseball bat across on the side of the head, to where she suffered skull fracture, which she did have to undergo surgery. And I don't know what her update is right now, because it's still kind of fresh and clean, you know. But I did look up the man, and he has been arrested 11 times with a 16-year rap sheet. And 26 offenses for robbery, theft, and domestic violence. Now, as I said, people, it does. The thing is that what Miss Bloom is seeing was the comments that people were saying about this gentleman. And honestly, I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic. All these people commit different crimes, not just one race.
Right. That's true.
And, you know, and people shouldn't be jumping up saying, oh, well, this person from this place and this person for that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Everybody commits a crime, no matter what the nationality is, and we shouldn't be racist towards that, because there's people in the same group as them that commit even worse crimes or the same crimes, and that's what they need to take a stand back and look at before coming down on a certain race. And as I said, I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to open people's eyes a little bit more. That it's just not focused on one. You got to focus on everybody and everything. So I hope everybody can get a real mindset on that. So
yeah, I saw that video too, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, you can't even walk outside and mind your own business. And it's just a coward to hit anybody from the back.
Oh yeah,
I mean, come on, they didn't even have a chance to put an arm up.
Not even a second.
So yeah, that's disgusting behavior, but that's the shit that we're dealing with in this, generation.
Yes.
But I definitely I hope that they take them off the street, because 16 years standing, I mean, you don't even deserve to be living under a bridge. That's too much damn privilege, especially if you're already in a bad situation and you're still attacking people and stuff. Like, you're very miserable, soulless. Those are demonic spirits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them have drugs, and they're not who they appear to be on the outside. They are having spirits overtake their body, their body. So demons is what I call it. And so yeah, like when you're doing stuff like that, that's very hellish. So prayers with that lady. And I hate to see things like that. I think it's so unfair. It's not right in any form or fashion. But yeah, I saw that. It was just like,
And also to give people a heads up, to be aware of your surroundings. Don't be so close-minded of what's not around you. Even though you don't think you hear something, still look behind that shoulder, because you just never know who's going to creep up on you.
You never know. And these are just some tips, because I watch a lot of crime shows. I really should be a detective one day. I might just do it one day. Let's see.
Oh, we should do Little Detective Girls.
I might just be. I love it. But one thing they always say is, when you're crossing in the streets, always look the person that's walking on the opposite side of you directly in their face, and say hi. Always say, only what that does, it lets that person know that you are aware.
Yeah.
Okay. It lets them know that if they are thinking about doing anything to you, you've made eye contact, and you can pick them out of a police lineup. So that's one thing. And for ladies, if you're not into kickboxing, or you might not even know how to fight, always try to have some mace, pepper spray, and even a little shocker, taser, a small one.
Yeah.
Just in case a guy, with the bat, that's different. This poor lady had no chance at all. But I'm just saying, if someone was to grab you, you could shock them. You don't have to give a warning, because no one should be grabbing you. No one should be touching on your body like that. So that's an automatic, spray or tase.
Yeah.
So that's just some pointers that I learned with taking the law classes and stuff like that. And like Cali says, please try to be aware of your surroundings. It's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. It's scary. It's only getting worse. Seriously.
So unfortunate.
That's why whenever I have Skylar with me, I'm always like, I always have a serious expression anyway, but I don't never want someone to think I'm just like so friendly that they can come up and ask me questions. I mean, I hate to be mean like that, but don't even ask me questions. If you're a guy, you better go ask another guy. Don't come up running and asking me shit. Because I don't know what you got going on. I'll tell you in a minute. Like, I don't know. And I know they'd probably be like, she got an attitude problem. But just in case you're trying, this one right here is a fighter. That's all I'm going to say. Because I got a lot to live for. So I'm going to fight to the death of me, but I got a lot to live for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm the same way. I may get nails done, but let me tell you, I'll be biting them nails off if I know if it comes to certain death. I'll be biting them nails off one by one.
I won't even feel it. We fighting with the nails on. I won't even feel it, because I have 3 kids. And I need to make sure they on that good walk path, good straight path in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
and become some wonderful beings. So I want to be around for all that. So yeah,
And
most
that
definitely.
they are.
Thank you. And yours too, girl. We got our hands tied, you know?
We do.
That's why I like having a platform to get these things out here. So we already covered the bullying and women protecting themselves. Those are two serious things that needs to be addressed more. So I can't wait till the episode is out. I work fast too.
Oh, I know you do. We both
It'll
be
be
working
out
fast.
in a couple of minutes.
Right?
So so my next one was society beauty norms. And I did find some clips, but like I kind of want to play it safe because I'm not a fan of putting people faces out there that's had botched surgeries and stuff like that. Even though it's already on that platform, that's their interview with them.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to say in regards to society beauty norms is I feel like the standards of being a woman are set extremely too high, to the point where more and more women are killing themselves and being depressed and coming up with eating disorders because it's new information about the former I don't was she Miss USA or the former beauty pageant.
Yes.
I didn't know. I was reading more about her, and poor thing, as pretty as she was in her, I think she had just turned 30 or early 30s, and they had got so angry that she won that the people that vote were asking for the contest organizers to decrease the age. So they only want like these 18, 22-year-olds to win. They didn't want a 30-year-old woman winning. And while she tried to cope with that, she got extremely depressed about it. And that was also one of the factors that led to her committing suicide. She felt that at 30, she wasn't pretty enough, or society had put a stamp on her already, like, okay,
label.
damn, you're 30, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're too old. And so why is it just like that for women? Men can be 60 years old, making a damn rap music track, being in a damn video with a woman with her booty out, and nobody gonna say nothing.
Of course not.
Why?
It's just, I think it's because like men don't really like, they care how they look, but not to the full extreme like a woman can. Because women, like, it's tough on our bodies than men because, we carried babies and stuff like that. So it's harder to lose weight or to tone each other down and whatnot. And we are totally different from men. And I wish that, that the same way how they are with men, they should do the same thing with women. I mean, isn't that being sexist in a way?
It's definitely being sexist because it's like, I have to get Botox and lip fillers and eye crow serum and my boobs lifted and this and all this done, and you could just be whoever you could just let yourself go all the way. No one's gonna ask you anything. You hardly ever hear men ask how old they are. But women like to, how old are you? Or people like to ask a woman, how old are you? What size do you wear? Questions that when I was coming up, if you ask somebody that, they pretty much had permission to slap you. No, right? I'm serious. We did not ask nobody, mama, how much do you weigh, ma'am? Or how old are you? We pretended that we already do because Miss Jackson would slap you for disrespecting her. But the society has changed, and it's like, I feel like women are always set to these crazy standards, and we're constantly disrespected, and we're constantly having to fight to be our authentic self. But yet you're telling me, don't wear your makeup, wear your natural hair, don't wear eyelashes, don't wear fake nails, but you're casting women, or you're giving the job offer to women with fake nails, fake lashes, fake hair, big boobs, big butts. It's such a awkward time sometimes for
Yeah.
a woman, because it's like, what do I do? It's like, and now when I'm doing this, I'm fake because I like to fix myself up, so I'm being fake.
Yeah.
You know.
But see, I think now when I think it's great for women to get things done, you know, when they get older, you know, when they feel good about themselves, they feel youthful. But one thing I'm seeing that's trending more and more is more younger girls at the age of 19 to 21 getting their boobs done, their butt done. It's like you're trying to do I understand you're trying to do some line of work, but at the same time you're putting your body through a lot before it gotten to that age where you're really gonna want it, you're really gonna need it, and it's just gonna be to a point where you can't do too much when you get older. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I don't have respect for that. It's just like I think at a certain age you should get stuff like that done, and people shouldn't be judged by your age or how you look, you know, at all. You know, but I think women should do things to help each other when they get a little older. You know, I'm not getting younger, and there's a couple of things I'm looking into, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, I don't want to change that, but at the same time, I do because I want to feel somewhat good about myself, and it's not if I don't get it done, I'll feel depressed. But just like, hey, if I can get it done, I'll get it done. If not, then you know, it's okay.
So what would you get done?
I I already got the butt. I already got my legs.
Right.
You know, I don't have to worry about that. I think either my tummy, because of, you know, me having two amazing boys. Probably like the second chin, you know, because when you get older, that does kind of sag a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe my arms and my back. But other than that, like, I love my legs and butt. You know, my man loves it, so it to me it doesn't matter what anybody else says. As long as my man's happy, hey, that's all that matters. You know, as long as I satisfy him, that's all that matters. So.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Well, I know for me, I've always been like big on like beauty and like, you know, just wanting to look a certain way, and that's just honestly, like, if anybody know me, like my cousins that are cool with me still, they say it all the time. Like when we were kids, I always had to be the one that had the different outfit on, show my stomach, wear my makeup, have my hair done, get my nails done. Like I was always like wanting to like be this, you know, whatever. I told myself I was an entertainer. Like when I was 5,
That you
I
are
could be
though.
a superstar. My dad was like, "Girl, what you know about being a superstar?" I was like, gonna be like Salt and Pepper, like for real. But so I get it, but I just don't. I like to do things on my own terms. I always been that way. So if I'm gonna do it, it's because I want to do it. I don't want to be told that I have to do it. Like the first time I went into a modeling school, it was Page Parks Modeling, and my mom took me there, and the lady loved my face because I've always had this like slender face that stops right here.
Mm-hmm.
And she compared me to Naomi Campbell. And as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, like I already knew who she was. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
And you would think I'm thinking I'm like 12. I don't think I was even 13. Because the scout, she scouted me at the mall. A scout. So she was like looking at me and she's like, okay, you're skinny, that's good. That's perfect. She gets to my face. She's like, I like this. And I'm thinking, like I'm like, what's wrong? And she looks and she goes, I really like your nose, but if we could just get it real skinny up in here and like plaster, man, me and my mama got up so fast. I was like, so I told her, I was like, what's wrong with my nose? Because everybody always like complimented my nose. I know it sounds funny, but in my family, it was everybody wanted my nose. It was so stupid, but I like my nose. And I'm just like, so I need a skinny nose. She's like, yeah, you know, there are angles. And I see it now. I see what a Hollywood perfect nose, a perfect nose in Hollywood.
Perfect nose?
It's the skinny, slim ones. I get it. But as a child, that really was kind of like,
that's doing too much.
You know, once again, even at an early age, we are told beauty looks like this, and to be beautiful, you need to look like this. And I just think it's so, and that's what I'm teaching Skylar because, right, check this out. I love makeup. Okay, I just always love makeup since like 4th grade. With that being said, Skylar loves makeup. She sees me with it. But Skylar always says, I'm gonna put on my makeup so I can look pretty, and I'm trying to stop her now. I'm like, Skylar, you are gorgeous, girl. You will never have to wear fake lashes. Your lashes are long. You're so pretty. Like, you could just wear a lip gloss, you'll be okay. I don't wear it to be pretty. I just love makeup. I'm trying to teach her now, like, you're already gorgeous. I'm like, girl, you're so pretty. I want to get that installed in her now because I already see, and she's only 4. She thinks, oh, it makes me look prettier. It makes me, and I'm just like, oh gosh, no.
I know what Auntie Amy's gonna get her for her birthday. Not kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm gonna, I mean, as I said, beauty is the eye of the beholder, and the way how you look beautiful is how you look within.
That's
not out. And that's what people need to realize too. And that's good that you do that for your daughter.
Absolutely. I mean, my mom did it for me. When I saw her wearing makeup and she was telling me, you're pretty. You don't have to wear makeup to be pretty. And I was telling my mom then, that's how I said I've always been in tune with myself. I always thought I was cute. I'm not trying to be like, even when kids was trying to talk shit, I was like, I'm cute. You need glasses on. I was telling my mom, I know I'm cute. I just like blue makeup. I just want to wear blue eyeshadow and some red lipstick. Girl, I'm telling you, I already had like this idea of who I was when I was like in middle school. Like, you could not tell me nothing like about myself. And that's good because little did I know, Cali, that would help me as an adult, because that's when I started to getting my feelings hurt sometimes, or dealing with certain things, like remembering like you're that strong girl, because now I'm in society and now I'm with record labels that's like, oh, your butt needs to be bigger. Oh, your boobs, you need a lift. Or, oh, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, all I know is that whatever makes you feel good, go for it.
Absolutely.
Oh, bless me. Sorry, I had to sneeze.
So, y'all, our last topic ends with Cali girl, and I got a clip for y'all, but I'm gonna let her introduce this.
So, as y'all know, tomorrow is the Super Bowl, and with the Super Bowl coming to play, go Bengals. Sorry, but other than that, not only it's about the hot dogs, the beer, and the fun, and all that cool stuff, and the crowds, there is something else that's sparking a lot of problems surrounding the Super Bowl. Miss Blue?
Surrounding the Super Bowl?
Yes! So basically,
first off, the only thing I'm worried about is Mary J. Blige performing, really. I don't care who's playing and who wins. I'm looking forward
to that too. But the one thing that people are bringing up is about when Super Bowl happens, so does child trafficking, to where there are trafficking children during the Super Bowl with big crowds. And actually, you'll be surprised how severe this really is.
That's true.
I don't know if you have a clip on that, Miss Blue.
I do not have the child trafficking clip.
Okay, so let's just just to say, like, I was reading online, and also a friend sent me some information that they're trying to make child trafficking more apparent, especially during the Super Bowl, because, as I said, people travel from all over, and no matter how you know or how you think a person is, man or woman, they have a tendency of child pornography. Like, even a person you think is absolutely normal, they're the sweetest person, an acquaintance. Oh, that guy is a good guy. But deep down, you don't really know how he really works the system. You really don't. And that's why, I understand with Kim and Kanye about the whole internet thing, because you're going to have some sickos out there, like a lot of sickos that are into children. And they go on all these people's sites and take pictures, screenshot pictures of the kids. And it's disgusting. So, with the whole child trafficking going on in the Super Bowl, I urge everybody If you see something, do something.
Right.
You don't have to go and fight somebody, but if you see somebody trying to encourage somebody to have sex with a child, I would hope you at least call the police and say, hey, this guy is doing this over here. You know, I understand the football game is a big deal, but so are these kids' lives.
Right.
You know,
and
being taken from a young age.
You're
you
right.
know?
And be mindful of your kids.
Exactly. And know exactly where they are, what they do. And sometimes these kids are foreign, and that's really sad. That our parents thinking that they're coming here to a better life, but they're being used and abused, thinking it's okay, which has to do a lot of shows that you and I watch, like crime shows and stuff like that, especially these kids, you know. But all I'm asking and encouraging everybody, you know, I know the Super Bowl's tomorrow and everything's happening right now, and you don't know that it's happening, but it is happening during the Super Bowl time season, which they say that's the highest that they get for child trafficking.
I bet.
So they're using children to kind of like human trafficking, kind of like what ladies do on the streets or men do out in the streets and sell themselves, but they're selling kids. So I just want to bring up that fact that is something that's surrounding the Super Bowl, but it needs to be more heard of. It's heard, but not enough.
That's right.
Especially save these kids' lives. You know, they have their whole lives ahead of them, and for them to go something traumatic as this will follow them for the rest of their lives. So
that's very true.
That's how I feel about that.
Watch your kids. I don't know if you take Skylar, you gotta take me too, because I don't be letting Skylar. Poor Skylar. I hope she understand one day.
She will.
She's not gonna leave my side. I'll be right there. Like she's holding my hand. If she's playing on the swing, I am like right there, like in her face. Like it's so sad because I'm holding her hand and she's letting me know I want to go down a slide by myself. I got a leg while she's sliding. And I had a relative like tell my mom like she got to stop doing that. My mom was like she don't have to stop doing nothing. That's her child.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama, for understanding because. Nah.
I know when my kids were little, they didn't go not even 1 foot away from me. Not 1 foot. Yes. And my son was like, geez, Mom. And I was like, geez, nothing. You're going to be thanking me one day. And you better do the same thing for my grandbaby one day when you have one. Because if you don't, I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth.
That's on everything. Well, the clip that I had, so y'all, the clip that I actually had was from the smart mouth little girl.
Oh,
so that's why when you said that, I was like, because girl, the only thing, literally, I don't even call it the Super Bowl right now. I'm like, Mary J. Blige is performing. So it's a Mary J. Blige show.
Right?
But real talk, I didn't have that clip. I accidentally saved the one with the little girl. So did you want to talk about that real quick or you want to save it for another time?
We can talk about that real quick because, girl, when I sent that to you, I was just like, oh, hell to the no.
Girl, no. I'm going to tell you something. You kind of made me nervous because when you was like, with everything going on with the Super Bowl, and all I'm thinking is, I know Mary J. Blige ain't to say that she wasn't performing no more. Because I was about to be so angry if she not performing no more.
No, she's still going. She's still going hard.
So so this time we're gonna end it with this one last topic, you guys. A small slight mix up, but it really is good, and we'll be quick and I'll post it. And thanks for the ones that's tuning in. Do you want to introduce this clip that you found?
So this clip I found the other night, and I sent it to Miss Blue, and I posted on my Instagram. And basically, this dad takes his little girl to school. Everything's all good, and the little girl said, "Don't talk to me." That daddy. Yes. Oh, get your butt back in the house. Your mom's taking you to school. I ain't taking you. And she just stands there. He just grabs her and puts her in there. Good for you, Dad. Okay. I mean, she has it good, and she should be very grateful you do that for your daughter. But for her to tell you, don't talk to me, my mom would have pulled me by my hair and pulled me into the house and let me have it. But if you want, you can play that clip, Miss Blue.
Girl, let's see if we can find it, girl.
You gotta be responsible for yourself. Oh, I'm gonna talk. Hey, go in the house. Tell your mom to take you to school. not putting up with your attitude. Go. Go.
What if Skylar would have told you something like that? How would you
If Skylar would have told me something like that, because Skylar can have a spicy mouth too sometimes. It's that 4-year-old stage, and then this is my child. I still got a mouth. So this is God's way of saying, I got you back. Because my mom tells me that all the time. But it's different. I would talk to her and tell her, you better stay in your place. I would be, of course, I would let her know that she's wrong. I would still take her to school. But I guess and this is just me, no shade. I would have liked it if the dad got on her and still took her to school. Because what you're not going to do is mess up my morning flow. How you know I want to take her to school? I'm probably chilling and eating and drinking my coffee, and you talking about take her to school. He could have still took her to school and got on her.
Mm-hmm. But he probably said, no, I'll let your mom handle you and you can hear it from your mom.
But why? I'm saying you got her. You got her. So don't drop her off and don't say let your mom do it. It's like you're going to respect me because you don't have a choice. And then if I don't whoop your ass, you still got to get in my car. You're going to shut your damn mouth and I'm taking your ass to school. I'm not about to say, Jermaine, deal with Jermaine Jr. He acting a fool, because you need to know that you're not going to play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. I like what Dad did, but Dad, I think she really would have got it if she had to stay in that car. And he said, no, say something else. I forget what your mama's gonna do. Forget her taking you. Mm-hmm. Disrespect me again. And that's the only thing I was kind of like, he don't get.
That's like passing the buck to me.
That's what I said. He don't get all the cool points. Nah, bro, no.
I think, as you said, I agree. Like, I would have dealt with it in the car. So nothing get caught on camera. Because let me tell you, there's some things that my mom, I told her and said to her, and there was no cameras around. She let me have it, man. But let me tell you, since that day, I did not disrespect after that. I stood quiet after that. I was like, I'll just say it when I get out of the car so she can't hear me or whatever. You know? But when it came to that, like it's, to me, the dad passed the buck. And you're right. I think it would have been worse for her to be in the car with him and just letting her, just let her have it with whatever he said or did. Because let me tell you, my kids will never disrespect me and talk to me like that. If they do, even to this day, even if they try to, they just start and I look at them. If they see that one look from me, they just stay quiet. That's it.
Girl, if I say one cuss word, they already know. My oldest boy be like, see, I told you better stop messing with her. Like they. But I'm not gonna lie, it's my Skylar that kind of try to give me a go, and I teach her, but I'm telling you, I'm like, Mama, this girl, my mom tell me all the time, she's like, that is your child. Like them other ones is your child, that one is your child, like that mouth. And I'm like, so I'm working with Skylar and I'm teaching her, and she's learning, she's wanting to learn, because she can be spicy sometimes. But I know she got it honestly. But I had to learn too, even though I was still like 85% of my childhood, I was in trouble because talking back or speaking my mind is what my dad said it. And so I knew it was coming. But I
gotta meet your mom one of these days, girl.
She is the blueprint. I feel like she's like the blueprint. Like I don't even think. My kids say I'm a great mom, but I don't even think I'm like my mom. I feel like she just can't be duplicated. Like she's a very sweet, God-fearing, funny, off the wall person. She really is. So you will definitely get to meet her one day. Everybody loves her.
I'm going to.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Yes. Did you have anything else that you wanted to mention?
I did. Remember, I have a little surprise for you. So this is just a little taste. Just a little taste of something I've been working on. So Welcome to Hughes and Hot Topics, where you got Miss Blue and Cali Girl talking all that and all the facts. And I'm gonna end it right there, and I'll return some more later with it.
Hey, is that a wrap?
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
I gotta find a beat for that, girl.
Girl, let me tell you, I was like in my head, I was like doing little beats in my head. I'm like, okay, but I gotta get something that insinuates about us, how we talk about all that and all the facts, you know. So gotta keep it real.
Yes, like we always do. But
yes.
I always say thank you. You do a great job. These were great topics. I hope everyone was not only entertained, I hope you learned something new that you didn't know. And I hope you can take some of our advice with you as you go through your life. Make sure you tune in to both of our pages. I'm Miss Blue Radio Show, also Real Miss Blue on Instagram. And Cali, your Instagram info?
My Instagram info is at CaliGirl6909, and also my makeup artist page is at b.b.g.61016, y'all.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm getting ready to post this. I love this episode, but I say that about them all.
I did too. Yes. Much love for you, girl. Much love, and I can't wait for us to get back together again.
Shoot me a text.
I will.
All right. Love you, girl.
Bye. Love you too. Bye. Y'all.